What is going on, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video of our Liverpool career mode on Football Manager Mobile 2020. So where we left off, we had some good results. We had a 3-2 win against Arsenal. As we all remember, if you did watch the last video, Mason Greenwood got us the 3 points in the dying minutes of the game with that third goal, and then we won. We had a modest 1-0 win against Leicester. And then another 1-0 win against PSV, which Greenwood scored in again. So far, so good. Europa League, we are now going to have a little break from the Europa League because we have just qualified. So we're going to verse our first round opponents in maybe a month or two. And now we head over to Liverpool. I mean, actually, they come to us, so we welcome Liverpool at Old Trafford. And then we got Aston Villa in the Carabao Cup, and then we got Crystal Palace and Manchester City, all in the Premier League. So in these 4 games we're playing, at least 2 of them were versing against the top 4 teams in the Premier League at the moment. We're versing Liverpool, which are actually doing pretty badly. They're on 9th place, and then we're versing Man City, which are the first place holders of that spot. So got 11 wins, 5 draws, and we're still unbeaten in the Premier League. I did not even realize that. So we're the only team to go unbeaten so far. How long that can last, I cannot tell you, but hopefully we can keep it going. We've got a bit of draws racking up, I can't lie. Hopefully we can keep them down and keep those wins coming in, because that's what's really affecting our table position at the moment. We could have been first had we had some of those draws and converted them into wins. But this is a squad in progress at the moment. It's kind of a Chelsea situation. We've got some few youngsters coming in. We've got Williams on that left back side. We've got Mason Greenwood, who's been playing really well. And we've been having Daniel James as well, who's been playing well as well recently. But now we head over to Old Trafford. We're going to be performing in front of our own fans. Let's get the team back into shape. We switched up the team quite a bit to accommodate for that match against PSV. So we have Maguire coming on for Tuanzebe, Luke Shaw back on for Williams, Nemanja Matic for Fosu Mensah, Pogba on for McTominay put on for Gomez, and I think Rashford for Greenwood, Martial for Pereira. We literally nearly changed up the whole team for the last game, and we still managed to win, so it's good. Wan-Bissaka as well, let's not forget him. Let's check the goalkeeper. We've got the good, right goalkeeper. Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire, Shaw, Matic, Pogba, Fred, Draxler, Martial on the wings, and Rashford up front, guys. I think we are good to go. Let's try to get a good result here, bearing in mind Liverpool are not doing very well. They've lost 2 of the last 5 games, and they're currently 8th or 9th in the Premier League table, which was a bit surprising with their quality of players. But let's not underestimate them. We get the first half underway. Draxler gets dispossessed from the ball, but Fred gets it back. Draxler again gets dispossessed. A bit disappointing from the right winger. And now we commit a free kick, which Liverpool are going to take. Good save from De Gea, and Rashford pounces on it, but he does get fouled. It is going to be a free kick to us. And Rashford is going to be taking it. It's not going to show though. Here's Alisson coming out a bit dangerously. Wan-Bissaka, very good for Wan-Bissaka, but again, Draxler loses the ball for the 3rd time, and Lindelof, that was not inside the box. That was not inside the box. Exactly, yeah. That was not inside the box, guys. It was literally so clear that it wasn't. But here's a Pjanic, though, this time. Maguire, good defensive clearance. But again, Draxler is looking a bit uncertain in that side. Is Rashford 1-0 for Manchester United. Oh, it might be offside though. The VAR is coming into play. It's disallowed, guys. What a way to ruin this game, VAR. Offside goal. We don't take the lead early on as we thought we had, but nonetheless, it was a good chance. Yet again, a good combination between Pogba and Rashford. Here's Wan-Bissaka. He needs to Nearly gets his man. Here's Mane. Carrasco. What is going on? Martial gets it. We're on the counter attack. Is he going to find anyone? Not a good pass to Rashford. It's really end to end this game. It should be off throwing. But as I was saying earlier before I got interrupted by numerous scenes that happened, Draxler is not playing so well and we just concede Mane. Mane scores for Liverpool and we are down 1-0 halfway into the first half. Here's Pjanic, not a very good shot indeed. And that disallowed goal comes back to haunt us. Could have been 1-1 at least right now if we had that first goal, but we got disallowed and now we're at a disadvantage. We need to find a solution quick. Wan-Bissaka, not a very good tackle, and Salah seems to be injured, but I think he's gonna carry on. And a good free kick chance, and we're not gonna really get anything out of this game if we keep conceding these chances. And yeah, Draxler needs to pattern up a bit because he's not been doing that well. Here's Pjanic again, Rashford. And another foul. What the hell? VAR is coming into play again. It's a free kick though, has been given. It's not a penalty. But it doesn't matter because it's still a very, very dangerous chance. Pjanic is going to... Oops. Sorry about that. Pjanic is going to shoot. Here's Wan-Bissaka. Gets away from his man nicely. Here's Fred. Please, someone. Pogba! That's what I've been waiting for. No offside this time. He scored well. His goal was well onside. Everyone could tell. And 1-1, guys. What a moment to get that equaliser. Very good before half-time. It gives us a bit of a chance to have a team talk here and come back with a newfound mentality in the second half. Overall, we have been playing a bit bad. I'm not going to lie. We've been conceding a lot of chances, and the attacking chances have not been the best, except for that obviously Paul Pogba goal and that disallowed Rashford goal. So far, the negatives are too many fouls conceded, and our attacking play is a bit slack, and our possession is a bit slack at times, especially with Draxler on that right hand side. Anyway, let's head into the second half, guys. We are equal right now. Manchester City are beating Arsenal 2-0, as you guys have just seen on the score sheet for the other game in progress. A good dispossession from Lindelof, and we don't get to see the rest of it. Come on, lads. 56 minutes in. Been a bit of a quiet second half so far. We're still in the early stages. So Wan-Bissaka again is being called off by the referee, and he is just going to get a warning. Fair play from the referee. No card required in this situation. Here's Liverpool again with potentially a dangerous attack. Here's Mane again. Pogba gets it, and it's a goal kick. Ooh. That was a bit weird. I thought that might have gone in because De Gea was off his line. Well off his line, actually. And here's Fred. We need something here. I'm going to make some changes. So we're going to bring in McTominay for Fred. And let's bring in Daniel James. Daniel James in for Martial. Why not? Martial has been a bit quiet. He's been on a 6. Haven't got a lot of time here to get the 3 points. As it stands, we're going to add to our 5 draws that we already have. And that's certainly going to set us back a bit again in the title race, that's for sure. Here's Mane again, though. And it's over, guys. 2-1 for Liverpool. A great counter-attack for Liverpool. That's why I'm surprised that they're so low in the table. I mean, if this is how they play, there's no way they could be so low in the 9th position. So I don't know what went wrong. But yeah, I don't know what the problem is there. But they beat us fair and square. They were the better team, let's be honest here. They had the most chances. And we have not done ourselves any favour in the second half with a very, very bad start. We've literally created no chance. Substitutes have been ineffective. Here's Wan-Bissaka to McTominay. And I think that's going to be it, guys. Yeah, that's it. Full time, guys. We have our first Premier League loss, and it's to Liverpool. And not a very good game overall. Drax is not performing well. Martial hasn't been turning up for this game. Rashford unlucky not to score. Unlucky for that goal to be offside. Pogba doing well with his goal. Defenders, Wan-Bissaka has been doing alright. He's been getting involved, but overall the defense has been a bit shambles in that we got exposed in every manner. But now we head over to the Carabao Cup quarter-final against Aston Villa, and I think it's fair to say we can put McTominay for Fred, and let's bring on Bailey for Maguire. We're gonna keep actually no. Let's put on Daniel James for Draxler. And I think that'll be it for this one. I don't want to weaken the team too much because I want to keep the team intact, and I want to win this and head over to the semi-final. That would be good. That will be one step closer to achieving one of our objectives of winning a trophy this season. Something which we haven't been able to do in our last career mode on the previous edition of the Football Manager series with the Tottenham career mode for Football Manager Mobile 2019. So hopefully we can get something good out of this one. 11 minutes in, and so far nothing certain to indicate which team is going to be dominating the game mostly. Martial is in pain right now. I wonder if we're going to have to make a substitution. It doesn't look like we're going to have to. Here's Rashford though, to Wan-Bissaka, to Matic, to Pogba, to Daniel James, to Rashford. A bit of an ambitious effort. That was way off target, and it was outside the box as well. Unlucky for the youngster, and we're reaching half time, but we got a good free kick chance over here. I'm guessing Rashford's going to take it to Shaw. Martial, Matic, and Rashford. What a goal from Rashford. From that position, a very narrow angle. A yellow card for one of the Aston Villa midfielders for probably protesting that should have been an offside decision. But the goal stands, and we are certainly playing better. To no surprise though, we're not really versing a Liverpool team here. I mean, Aston Villa are probably a good, solid team, but nowhere on that quality of players as Liverpool. So we can't get too excited in regards to that. But we can look at the play and see that the players are having some type of reaction right now to that defeat. Get the second half started. So far, so good. We have literally not conceded any clear-cut chances. Here's Luke Shaw, very good dispossession right there. 51st minute. Here's Aston Villa with a free kick. Free kick given. McTominay gets a red card. That's a weird one. So what we are going to have to do is going to bring Matic there and put Matic as a deep line playmaker. And unfortunately for the McTominay, the youngster, it was his chance to impress, and he's done exactly the opposite. He gets a red card. Was that a straight red card, or was that a second yellow? Either way, he does get red carded. It shows that he's had a bit of lack of discipline. Unless somehow the decision completely went against him and his foul was completely clean. But I doubt it. We've got VAR in check now. There's literally less room for error. I mean, theoretically speaking, there's less room for error. But the way VAR is going in real life, it seems like some decisions are still uncertain, even with VAR in to kind of eliminate those uncertainties. So we'll have to see as we go into more seasons, see how VAR is performing. Okay, so we're gonna have to make some substitutes. We're gonna bring Pereira on for Martial and Draxler on for James for these last 10 minutes or so, and hopefully we can get the killing blow goal here that would really end the game and kind of ease the pressure on the players to maintain this 1-0 lead. I think it goes into extra time and potentially penalties if we draw in the normal 90 minutes, or I just had to jinx it. I had to jinx it, didn't I? Aston Villa get equaliser. Bailey, not very good defense from him. It was his man to mark, and now I regret for fucking saying anything about extra time. Full time though. And it goes straight to penalties, guys. Okay, so we're going to have to place our faith in the luck of penalties. What the fuck was that? Pogba. Pogba misses his first penalty, goes over the net. And now we are already at a disadvantage. It seems like this day was just not meant for us. But Aston Villa are literally doing the same thing. They did not score their first penalty. It's time for Rashford to kind of ease the nerves over here. And perhaps he can score. Yes, he can. Got scared for a minute. I thought that went off. Okay, so 1-0 to us. Advantage to us at the moment as it stands. Let's see De Gea, what he's capable of doing. Nothing so far. And here is Pereira, the youngster. Another youngster. Big pressure on him. And he crumbles. And it's a good save from the Aston Villa keeper. He went down the middle and the keeper guessed right. And now we are at a disadvantage right now. Here's Aston Villa again. They score, and I think... oh, my days. And I think that's another trophy gone. What a disappointing evening. Good goal for Matic. For a defensive midfielder with not the best shooting. That was a good goal. Let's see Aston Villa. Let's see what they can do. They score again. Unlucky for De Gea, he was on the ball. And now Lindelof has to score. I think otherwise we literally exit the competition. Good goal from Lindelof. But now if Aston Villa do score, they are through to the semi-final. He misses! Oh my god. He misses. He's Luke Shaw though. We're not out of the woods yet. Luke Shaw has to score this. And he does. And now whoever loses, misses the next penalty is eliminated. Very tense penalty shootout. Here's Chester. What a goal. And the pressure's on us now. Here's Draxler. Perhaps somewhat of an inconsistent player so far this season. Is he going to score this for us? Yes, he is. Good goal. He's proving his haters wrong, certainly. Here's Mings, though. Mings has to score. If he doesn't, yes, he does. And the pressure's on Wan-Bissaka. It's on the right fullback. Is he going to score, guys? No, he doesn't. Match over, guys. Trophy wasted. Oh, no, wait. Sorry. I thought, okay, so if... well, they're probably going to score. Let's be honest here. Yeah, they're going to score. And Aston Villa are through to the semi-final. Very bad game. I'm so angry with this performance so far. Absolutely terrible. And what a chance to win a trophy, and we've absolutely wasted it. Average bunch of players. Absolutely average. McTominay, you're a fucking twat. Fucking getting red carded. Thanks to you, we're fucked. We're going to be putting on Fred again. Don't even know. Let's put Draxler on for James. Maguire back on for Bailey. Bailey, you're a piece of shit. You fucking cunt. Yeah. We're facing Crystal Palace next away, and then Man City. So you can already guess what awaits us if we keep performing as we have so far. Props to Aston Villa though, they never gave up, especially in the penalties. And yeah, we did not have the luck required in that penalty shootout. Again, some bad penalties, a lot of penalties missed. Martial gets his shirt pulled. Right, Martial, another questionable player who has not been performing recent weeks. I mean, he's been playing good, like a couple episodes ago I was praising him, but it seems like the consistency is not there at the moment. Here's Rashford. I'm not sure why he's taking those free kicks all the way from there. And it's a corner kick. And we really need to win here. Because I'm pretty sure Man City won their last match against Arsenal. Unlucky for Matic. It was a good header and the keeper saves. Into half-time, guys. Nothing to show for it. Not a very good half again. And the way things are going, I won't be surprised if Crystal Palace score a very late goal. That's how much faith I have in my team right now, which is a complete contrast of what was going on in the last episode. We won 3-2 against Arsenal. We had a dominating display against Leicester, and then PSV again, 6 wins out of 6 in that Europa League table, group stage table. And now we've gone from that to I don't know if these players are going to win anymore. That's what I've gone down to. Whether or not it's justified, I'll leave that up to you guys. But from what I've been seeing in the last couple of games, it's not been really good. So let's hope we can do something in the second half. And again, Crystal Palace are doing well. Here's Maya, Maximilian Maya. Good defensive work from, was that Maguire? Number 5? I think that was Maguire. Here's Martial. He's going to have to find Pogba. Rashford, not the best of passes again. Pogba not doing his bit well. This is where we need our big players to step up in these games where it's just dragging on and we don't find any chances. We need this individual efforts that really open up the play and possibly score. But it's not there at the moment. And we're not benefiting from anything at the moment. 72 minutes in, it's 0-0. Here's Matic to Lindelof to Pogba to Rashford. And why is the fucking game engine keep lagging so much? It's terrible. Here's Matic to Lindelof to Pogba again. Fred. Rashford missed a chance. Let's make some substitutions. A bit late, I must admit. The fucking time went so quick. I barely had a chance to press it. Fucking boring game. Boring for me to just sit here and just watch nothing happen. Got a couple of players injured as well. I mean, on the brink of injury. Let's bring on Dalit for Wan-Bissaka. Greenwood for Rashford. And that should be it. I'm not placing my hopes too high in Greenwood. He literally has like a couple seconds to get an equaliser. That's not enough time, especially for a youngster like him. Here's Crystal Palace on the attack right now. Full time, guys. Another disgusting draw. An absolutely disgusting draw. And now we are without a win in this episode. So that's great. 2 losses so far and a draw. And as I was saying, I want to avoid drawing anymore. And as you guys can see, we're way off the pace already. Of that Premier League title race. And Man City even have a game in hand, so they could possibly reach 51 points and would still be on 39. So I think we can forget about the title, guys, with the way things are going. We got Man City next, so maybe perhaps we could take 3 points off them, but not very positive in what I'm going forward into this game with what I've been seeing so far. So yeah. Let's see what we can do. We got Dalit suffering an injury for a month. That's brilliant. That just adds to our troubles, as if we didn't have enough already with the results happening right now. So we're going to put in Williams, sorry. Daniel James. I don't know who to put. Let's put Greenwood in for Rashford. And let's put Rashford on for Draxler. Draxler yet again. He's got 6 assists and 1 goal in 20 games. Let's see if we can put on a show here. We're at home again. This is the Manchester derby. So hopefully we can put something good in front of our fans. Good dispossession from Wan-Bissaka. Finds Rashford. And Rashford does get tackled. He's going to whip in this free kick. But we don't get to see what happens. And Man City do have a throw-in. Still early stages. And it's a goal for Man City. Good goal from Bernardo Silva. Again, slack defensive work. No one was marking him. You could tell he had enough time to actually make literally he had enough time to shoot from outside the box. That's how you know the marking was bad. Because if there's pressure, you will not have enough time. Here's Greenwood though. What a save from Ederson. You would expect nothing less from a world-class keeper. And that had 1-1 written all over it. Unlucky for Greenwood. Okay, Greenwood, that was a terrible header. I don't know what that was, or a shot. Might have tried to connect first time with the cross. Not very well. Here's De Bruyne though. Here's Aguero, and it's another goal. It's just not... I don't know what's happening to this team. This is literally the same formation, the same players as last video. And now we're playing like a bunch of amateurs, man. Here's Pogba. Again, look, we lose possession. It's just not a matter of Man City is the bigger team. It's the matter of we're fucking beating ourselves because we can't keep possession. It's terrible. Completely against what we've been working towards this whole season. We look like title contenders, and now we look like a bunch of amateur players, man. Half time, nothing to show for it. Greenwood, unlucky not to score. Good goalkeeping though. You have to expect that from Edison, a very expensive keeper. And the fucking game engine's lagging again. Here's Pogba to Matic, to Maguire, to De Gea. And again, pointless passing. We're literally playing Sarri ball over here, which is not what I'm intending to do. Literally sideways passing, and you're 2-0 down. Like, what are you going to do with those sideways passes? Well, just to show that you can keep possession. Corner kick, again, useless. Here's Luke Shaw to... Again, what was that? A simple cross. These are Premier League standard players, and you are doing that. It just shows why we are not ready to win anything. In terms of maturity, in terms of player quality, in terms of just gameplay, how we execute games, it's not there. And we're not going to win shit if we keep going at this. A good run from Rashford though. Here's Fred to Greenwood. Very good defensive work from Man City. You can't hold it against them. They're a big team. But we're still losing 2-0. And the goals are questionable. They literally, one of them came from outside the box. Poor marking. And again, whoever was with Aguero didn't do very well at blocking his shot. Terrible episode. 3 wins and a draw, guys. This is literally our first episode where we don't get a win from 4 games we've played. Terrible. Here's a corner kick which will probably do nothing. Greenwood gets a goal though. Greenwood gets a goal, guys. We've not got long left to find a potential draw, but very happy for Greenwood though. Yet again gets a goal. Perhaps a bit late, but he does get a goal. He's been playing alright. He's still a youngster. Here's Fred. Good from Fred to Rashford. And again, losing possession, Rashford. What's going on? Full time, guys. The scoreline does not look as bad, but the game was atrocious. Let me tell you that. You've been witnessing this yourself, so you guys can agree with me. If you disagree, if you think the team's playing well but just unlucky, comment down below. But we've got a lot of players which their contracts are going to expire. So let's see what Bailey wants. Okay, he's expected to leave, so he doesn't want to find a contract. Cool. Got a youngster here. We're going to give the youngsters contracts. They're the future of the club. Offer contract. 27k. That's a bit questionable. Here's Chong. 33k. Some big demands from these young players, I must say. Fosu Mensah, 25k. Angel Gomez, 15k. Lee Grant, we'll give him another contract. Hamilton, I'm not sure who this guy is. Matic, he can go, that's for sure. Traore. Ashley Young, you can go, mate. You can get out the club. And guys, we dropped down to 3rd. Perhaps not as bad as our first 4. I mean, we do have a game in hand, basically. So if we win the next game, we do overlap Chelsea and we go back to our 2nd spot. But in terms of the table, I mean, in the title race, it's clearly over. And we should just forget about it. And we just got to fight for this top 4 right now. Try to get Champions League football and get that extra transfer funds which we need next season to really put some money into the squad. But Here we go, all the contracts have been signed. But anyway guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much. I mean, I did not enjoy this video of recording it because the team's playing so bad. It's just really bad, really boring for me just to sit there and look at these results. But let's not be too harsh, should I say. I mean, this is probably the first time this season where our form really dips. Up until now, we've literally been near perfect in terms of results. Yes, we've had a few draws here and there, but in terms of the top 6 teams, we've beaten most of them. So I think we can, but then again, I don't want to say we can put this past us, because this is not the mentality of a Premier League title winning club. You can't say, okay, we're going to have a bad time, it's going to happen, let's just get over it. Yes, technically that's true, we should be getting over it, and it would happen at some time in the season, but we can't talk about it as if we're expecting it to happen, as if it's something that a top club has to go through in the title winning season. It's just got to be a bit of consistency. I mean, fair enough if we lost just that game against Man City or against Liverpool, but it's just not been good ever since that result. We've lost against Aston Villa, which completely spared our chances of winning a trophy this season. A trophy most likely to win. Let's be honest here, we're not going to win the bloody Premier League. The Europa League is questionable. We have to wait to see what big teams drop from those group stages in the Champions League and into the Europa League. So we're going to have to wait for that. And FA Cup, we're still in it. We're going to be versing Stoke in the next episode. And yet again, we've got another big team coming up in the next episode. We've got Tottenham. So I'll see you guys then. Peace.